Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in to this latest episode of Toy Talk with me, Yukon Phil. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out this video. As you guys know, once a week I really like to make videos like this, just as taking my personal learning experiences and my personal experiences throughout collecting, throughout YouTube, and that sort of thing. I just kind of want to share some information for you guys. Really, I haven't run into too many people that share some of the things that I wish I had known starting up this YouTube thing. So I've kind of taken it upon myself to do that. I had people kind of tell me a little bit about it, but there was nowhere near as much that's happened that I thought was going to happen. And things that I thought would work with YouTube and things that I thought would happen obviously haven't, but that's okay. Good learning lesson. So I really want to go over, I've outlined actually, and I've got my little note cards here, so I'm not going to get confused and have to do this 3 times. I've got my 7 things I've learned from YouTube when it comes to collecting, when it comes to doing YouTube and that sort of thing. So we're going to share those 7 things today. Hopefully open up some discussion with the rest of you guys on things that you've learned. Things that, you know, have been good, have been bad, that sort of thing. So enough chit chat, let's get going. That's the end of the intro. Number 1 thing I've learned about collecting and YouTube is definitely buy what you like. Don't buy what other people like. Don't buy what you think is going to get views, subscribers, and so on. Let me give you an example of that. When I first started YouTube, I'm not a Marvel guy. I've said that many times on this channel. I'm not a Marvel guy. I don't really care about Marvel too much. I like Spider-Man. I like Iron Man. That's about it. I would actually consider myself more of a DC guy than a Marvel. But anyway, to kind of get views and that sort of thing, I did start getting into Marvel Legends. And as I was doing it, you know, it was difficult to dish out money for that. I remember getting the Hydra Stomper, and excuse the language, but to me, that is one of the biggest pieces of shit figures of the year. That figure sucked. I hated that figure. I know there's some people that love it, but in my opinion, I hated that figure. Hated it. And that's actually what got me out of Marvel Legends, was paying $52 for that piece of crap Hydra Stomper. So really the point is, collect what you like. And if people want to watch your content, then they'll watch it for you matching up with them on what they collect and what they like. So that to me would be number 1. Don't get into something that you don't like because you think you're going to get views or subscribers. All right, number 2. This is not so much collecting related, but YouTube related. There is a lot of competition. I got to tell you, I was so naive when I started this channel. I was like, oh shit, okay, let's see, who am I going to pick? I'm going to compete against Josh Pence. I'm going to compete against Shartimus, Cincy Nerd, and Greg Cook. That's like it, right? There's only like 4 guys out here, right? Holy crap, I had no idea how many toy hunters and toy reviewers and toy enthusiasts there are. I was like, man, I'll probably get to 20,000 views in my first month. No. No. And man, some of the people that I am friends with on YouTube are the smaller guys. I think all of the guys who have started in the last year have some camaraderie and, let me say that again, some camaraderie, and are kind of in the same boat, so they kind of gravitate towards each other. You know, I mean, I'm going to give some shout outs now. I'm going to give some shout outs to you guys on some people that I talk to pretty regularly and who have helped me, and I don't know if I've helped them, maybe I have, but number 1, he's always going to be number 1 because he was the first to come to me, and that's Ed from Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Ed helped me out a ton when it came to sticking with YouTube, coming back to YouTube, and just his encouragement. So shout out to you, Ed. I know you're watching this. Shout out to you. Shameless plug. Ed is my first guest on Yakking with Yukon this Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. So if you want to see me grill Ed about some questions, tune into that. But Ed, you are number one. You will always be number one, my friend. Number two, the good General. I salute my hat to you, General Kenobi. Awesome guy. Him and I talk pretty regularly. Shout out to you. He's about 81 subs ahead of me. I'm not going to say that I'm going to catch him because he keeps kicking ass and his content's awesome. So the good General, yes, sir. You are an inspiration, my friend. Sentry, I got to give my hat up. I just talked to Sentry yesterday. Sentry, you're the man. Probably the most ripped dude. Like, I'm not going to ever get like in an arm wrestling contest with that guy. He is also the man. Sentry knows his stuff. And another guy I talk to pretty regularly. So Sentry, also, tip my hat. You are the man. JB's Toy Trunk. Also a great guy. Him and I have also talked pretty regularly. Man, he had a strain of liking my stuff on Instagram like every time. So, JB, you are the man as well. I really appreciate all the kind words you've said to me. Steve-O, collecting Star Wars. I mean, you talk about an awesome guy. That guy is the man, and just... what a positive guy. If you guys haven't checked out Collecting Star Wars, go do it now. Don't hesitate. Go do it now. Probably the most positive human being I've ever met in my life, and an awesome guy. Hopefully you are safe in Florida with that hurricane crap. So, also, Sleeping Collectibles, you know, you sent me encouragement a while back too, so shout out to you again, my friend. That's just a handful of people that I talk to on a little bit to a regular basis that have been inspirations. But again, if you're getting into this, if you're thinking about getting this, watching these videos, there's competition. So be aware of that. Sorry, that was kind of a long segment. Number 3, this is one that got me good. Don't get obsessed. Don't get obsessed with numbers. Don't get obsessed with subs. Don't get obsessed with views. I think I checked my YouTube studio like every 2 or 3 minutes back when this guy was going on, and the hat and all that stuff. We remember that. Don't get obsessed. Do this because you love it. You are in a very deep pool if you're a YouTuber at all. If you're doing no matter what it is you're doing at YouTube, you are in a very deep pool with a lot of people who have the same dreams and aspirations as you. So keep it at a good level here. Don't get obsessed with it. Don't, you know, if you look at some of these YouTubers, let's take Shoutouts for instance. He's been doing this for 15 plus years. That's the reason he has 500 and some odd thousand subscribers. He was one of the first ones. He's a pioneer of YouTube. So, and toy hunters. So there you go. All of us are kind of following that road. So don't get obsessed. You know, it's going to take some time. I'm at 319 subscribers. I can't believe there's 319 people in the world that want to watch me ramble, talk about toys, and do videos like this. So thank you to each one of you for subscribing. Everyone who's watched me, thank you. 55,000 plus views later, that's a pretty good accomplishment, I see. So that would be my next piece of advice. Don't get obsessed. All right, next, we talked about this in a previous video, and this, again, is something that bit me in the butt. That's maintain a budget. When I first started, I bought, this was a topic I brought up when I left YouTube. I bought a ton of crap. The reason I did is I thought that's what people wanted to see. I thought people wanted to see these over extravagant, huge hauls, and it's like, whoa, this guy is like rolling in money. You know, we see that on YouTube still, and if you've got the means to do it, okay, that's your business, that's your deal. I maintain a budget. I maintain $100 a week budget. That's something that I've talked about before. And, you know, I usually waver within $20 of it here or there, north or south. But maintain a budget. The more you buy is not going to give you more views, trust me. It's really the quality of your content. Are you putting something out there that people want to see? Are you putting something out there that people want to be a part of? Or are you just kind of falling in crowd? That's really up to you. But don't spend a lot of money on a lot of crap that you're not passionate about or you're not into, thinking that you're going to get all these views. So another piece of advice. All right, lastly, the most important one of all, have fun. That's something Ed from Rebels, Reptiles, and Games preached to me a lot, and I'm glad I listened to him, because this is for fun. I'm not out here. I have a day job that makes enough money. I'm not out here to get a day job off of YouTube. I'm doing this because I love toys, and I love sharing toys with you guys and with anybody that I meet, like I talked about my friend earlier. So that's something that I really think is my driving force now, to just kind of show my passion. And I've heard that from people before, so thank you for those comments, that you can tell that I am passionate about toys. So I'm not faking it. I am very passionate about toys, as I've said before. The community is something, I've got to be honest with you, the community is something I not noticed before, and that was a lot because of me. I was sitting back and waiting for people to come at me, and that doesn't usually happen. You got to be the aggressor, and I've been the aggressor with a lot of people lately, and I see things changing. So I do see the community that's being talked about. That's another reason that Yakking with Yukon's coming back. I really want you guys to get to know these toy hunters better than just, hey, here's me, I'm showing toys and blah, blah, blah. I kind of want an origin story from each of these YouTubers that I'm going to be interviewing on Yakking with Yukon. That'll give you guys an outlook too of what they're about, what got them started and that sort of thing. And with the fun comes, just the easy flow to talk about toys. We're all good about talking about things we know a lot about, or we think we know a lot about, things we're passionate about. And to me, that's fun. It's fun to make videos. I'm glad you guys watch them. I'm glad you guys have subscribed, the ones that you have. If you haven't, what the freaking hell you doing? Subscribe. Hit that button right now. Let's go. Get with it. Come on now. You got to subscribe. How you going to know when I put up a video if you don't subscribe? Just playing. But subscribe. So have fun. That's really the main thing, the main point of all this. And I got to tell you, I had fun making this video. So, as usual, guys, I said it before, say it again. Comment, like, subscribe, do all those things for me. And we'll catch you real soon, hopefully with a hunt video. I might be opening up a bunch of vintage collection on film. We'll see if that happens. So, stay tuned for that. You guys have a good one. Remember, Yakking with Yukon, 9 p.m. Central, Sunday night, live on YouTube, and with Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Be there. You guys have a good one. Later.